Hi everyone, I'm Antoinette Tyrrell and this is writingmentor.net. As you'll know, if you subscribed to the newsletter quite some time ago, I usually write my newsletter, but this time I've decided to do something a little different and just record a video instead. So I'd be really grateful if you could go to the contacts page on writingmentor.net and let me know how you feel about the difference between getting the newsletter update written or via video link. So there's a couple of things that I want to talk about this week. First of all, this is completely unrehearsed. I've jotted down a few ideas of what I want to talk about, but I do not have time to do endless take after take, as they say in the film industry. So this is going to be one single run through. And that's it. And if I make mistakes, I'm pretty sorry. So my writing life this week. I finally wrote the end on my Christmas romantic comedy, which will be published by Bloodhound in December 2027. And December 2027 seems so far away right now, as does Christmas, as I sit here in the sweltering heat in Spain. But I really enjoyed writing it, and I was really influenced by Rivals as I wrote it. Conan Riley is my male lead character in it and love interest of my protagonist Maggie, and he has definite Declan O'Hara vibes. So if you love Rivals as much as I do, then definitely this is going to be a book for you. But now I'm going to take a step away from it. I need some space between the writing process and the start of the editing process. And as all you writers will know, that space is really important, and lots of the really important things happen when you're having that space away. It's not always when you're sitting at your desk and you're trying to write or trying to edit that the magic happens. That you need that space away from it, so I can go back and read it as a reader as opposed to reading it as a writer. So in the meantime, what I plan to do is to go back to Lucy Gallagher's big move to Spain. So as you all know, if you've been following me, Lucy Gallagher's big move to Spain is coming out again with Bloodhound in April 2027. So I have two books coming out next year, which is absolutely fantastic, having had a number of years where I've had no books at all. So that's really exciting. But I would like to go back to Lucy and do a copy edit and a line edit. And I think, us writers, the book is never going to be perfect. We're never going to be happy with it. But I was doing a quick scan of it there recently, and I saw that a lot of the writing needs to be tightened up. There's quite a lot of run-on sentences, and I really want to tighten those up and also amplify the language as much as I can. So that's really important to me, and I'm really looking forward to doing that. So with that in mind, there was something that I wanted to write about in my next newsletter, and I'd love to hear your thoughts on this. And that is linking scenes. So again, this is for the writers among you. It's something I struggled with when writing my Christmas, the draft of my Christmas rom-com, is linking scenes. So say I have my protagonist in one scene, she may be talking to one other person, something happens, she discovers something, or they have a conversation about something, but then I want to move to the next scene, not necessarily a new chapter, but just a new scene. And it's how to do that in a way that feels natural and won't seem jarring to the reader. And it's something I want to learn more about myself. So I intend on studying that over the next couple of days. And with that, I intend on writing a newsletter about how you link scenes in your manuscript. So if you would like to send me any thoughts or ideas, or indeed any questions, again, go to writingmentor.net into the contact section, and you can send me anything, any questions or any ideas that you have there about how best to link scenes. For the readers among you, you will have seen my Instagram video on Road Trip to the Riviera by Gillian Harvey. I finished that recently. It is a fantastic rom-com from Boldwood Books. It's really funny, like it really is laugh out loud funny. And I know lots of romantic comedies claim to be that, but this one really, really is. And it's a lovely premise. It's about two people, a man and a woman. They're going to the wedding of their son, who they had when they were 19. And they dated briefly when they were 19. Sarah got pregnant. Hal did a legger. He remained as a father, but he didn't want to be in a relationship with Sarah anymore. And they are forced to go on a road trip. The wedding is taking place in France. Sarah can't fly. And so they go on a road trip to the Riviera in a camper van. And it's excellent. It's a really good book. The other book that I started to read just yesterday is Yesteryear by Caro Claire Burke. And this book has been, I'm seeing it everywhere. It's in my Instagram feed. Practically every book reviewer that I follow has reviewed this book, and I can see immediately on starting what all the hype is about. It's fabulous. It's about this woman. She's living in the US somewhere. I'm not quite sure where, on a ranch. She has lots of children, and she is a trad wife, an online influencer. So they have her and her husband have the staff living with them. They have a number of nannies. They have the producer of all her online content. And as far as I'm aware, I haven't got to this part yet, but I have read lots of reviews for it. And the reviews are basically saying that she wakes up one morning and everything has changed. So she's still living this trad wife life, but without the technology. So it's suddenly like she's gone back 100 years, and she is not an influencer anymore. She's just a trad wife, or a wife, as women were back then, when they didn't have the choices that we do now. So that, yeah, that's shaping up to be hugely interesting, and I will definitely be writing more about that. Um, and reviewing that in a later newsletter. I think that's it, really. The other thing that happened to me this week was I got a rejection from a manuscript that I sent out. I sent it out myself. I didn't send it out through my agent, but I sent it out for 9 months ago. 9 months ago. And the publisher came back to me yesterday with no reason as to why they didn't like it, just there wasn't space for it on their list. So I suppose what I want to tell people about that is hang in there, first of all. If you're writing, if you're in the querying trenches, if you're in the submission trenches, just hang in there. I was close to giving up completely when I got my book deal back in February. And, rejection, I think, is just always going to be a part of an author's life. And even if you do get a book deal, there'll be plenty more rejection after that too. So, keep writing, keep working on your craft, because the writing is really, it's the best part, it's the magical part, and it's why we're all in this, and why we keep doing it. And I think that's it, really. Enjoy the heat wherever you are. I know everybody in Ireland and England is suffering from quite high temperatures at the moment. We're pretty used to them here, but keep cool and stay safe. And I'll chat to you very soon. Bye.